Good morning and welcome in. Dan Harderbrook, glad to have you along. It is Thursday. Time now to take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. In your latest local news this morning, the Michigan State Police have confirmed that divers discovered a small plane that reportedly crashed into Lake Huron near Mackinac Island nearly 2 decades ago. Michigan State Police dive crews discovered the small plane that crashed into Lake Huron 17 years ago. They also discovered the remains of a long-missing passenger, according to a state police announcement. The remains were identified as H. Brooke Stauffer Jr., 56, who had lived in Washington, D.C. He was said to be a passenger on a plane that had departed Mackinac Island for a small town in the Lower Peninsula in 2007. Stauffer and the pilot, his fiancee Karen Dodds, were flying in a Cicada TB-20 Trinidad when the plane disappeared. Her remains were found just 2 months after the crash east of the Mackinac Bridge, but there's no sign of the plane or of Stauffer. Back in October of 2023, the Great Lakes Search and Recovery private company resumed the search efforts at the request of family members. In August, members of the search team discovered the plane wreckage near Bois Blanc Island. State police dive teams have subsequently found skeletal remains in the Center for Forensic Anthropology. Northern Michigan University confirmed the identity with help from dental records, according to authorities. You can help get students back to school safely with the new school year ready to get underway. AAA of Michigan, local school districts are issuing safety alerts for all Michigan drivers as students prepare to return to classes. According to a recent AAA survey, more than half of Michigan residents typically drive through a school zone or pass a school bus stop on their normal everyday driving route. 50% of drivers participate in trips that take them through school territory, and 53% say they pass district-designated bus stops. According to AAA, they say school zones and bus stops that have not been active over the past couple of months means that drivers need to be more aware. Drivers will need to adjust their morning habits, slow down, and watch for young students near traffic lanes because they may not be prepared to look out for vehicles as well. AAA says that everyone should anticipate heavier traffic than normal, especially at first, since a lot of parents prefer to drive their kids to school during the first few days back. AAA's survey also says that 40% of drivers admitted to speeding in active school zones. 26% admitted to using their handheld cell phone while driving through school areas. Nationwide, nearly 1 out of every 5 children 14 and younger dies in a traffic crash said to be a pedestrian. While it's important for drivers to exercise caution, pedestrians have shared a responsibility and must stay safe as well. AAA has safety tips for pedestrians, bicyclists, students at the bus stop, and also a detailed law explaining school bus traffic. You can read those by going to the Newberry News Facebook page or checking out the AAA safety article at mynewberrynews.com. Consolidated Community School Services is reminding the community that they're getting ready for their early childhood education programs for the upcoming year. CCSS is continuing to take enrollment for their latest programs for the 2024-2025 preschool program. All area children ages 4 years old by September 1st are eligible. If you have a child turning 4 between September 2nd and December 1st, you could also still be eligible for other preschool programs. Just call 293-3282 and get your enrollment packet. That's CCSS accepting enrollments for the 2024-2025 preschool program. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office continues to accept nominations for this year's Lewis County Veterans Community Service Award. Now's the time to nominate the veteran in your life who's making a difference in our community. Posthumous nominations also being accepted. You can make a nomination before the deadline. That's September 13th. Call 906-293-4890 and talk to Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard, or drop off your nomination at the Luce County Veteran Services Office inside the county government building. It's the Luce County Veteran Services Office now seeking nominations for this year's Luce County Veterans Community Service Award. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That is a look at your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Time now to check in with sports this morning. It is the opening night of the high school football season. Games all around the region, including a handful right here on our network stations. M123 FM, the EUP Sports Network on Facebook, and the Newberry News on YouTube. Of coverage of 3 big-time matchups tonight. That includes Rapid River at Engadine as the Eagles welcome in the Rockets for Week 1 action. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff at the Frank A. Salzider Memorial Field. Other EUP action tonight includes North Central traveling to Pickford as 2 powerhouses face off. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff. And then Rudyard also in action. Coverage courtesy of the Rudyard Bulldog Bulletin, the UP Sports Network. Newberry has their season opener tomorrow night when they host Crystal Falls Forest Park. Now that they have a winning record for the first time this late in the season since 2016, the Tigers showing no signs of slowing down. 3-2 victory yesterday over the Los Angeles Angels proves the Tigers to 68-66 on the season. Also back on the winning side of things at home with a 33-32 record at Comerica Park. Spencer Torkelson had the big shot for the Tigers. Carpenter added an RBI single as the Tigers took home the victory. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today, we will see mostly sunny skies. High temperatures will be in the low 70s. Another beautiful day as we make our way through the week. For your Friday, showers and thunderstorms possible early in the day. Mostly cloudy skies becoming sunny late in the afternoon. High temperatures in the mid-70s, south winds 10 miles per hour. For the weekend, early outlook shows Saturday sunny, a high near 80. Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs dipping into the mid-60s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. This is your news, sports, and weather. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.
Covering stories that interest the community, readers have come to depend on the Newberry News. Subscribe to the digital edition for early Wednesday morning access or get the print edition delivered to your doorstep. The Newberry News.